Thank you.
All right, good evening, everybody. Again, thanks for hanging in here. Obviously proud of our guys for the win. Really a back and forth game, one that we didn't start off very well in, and one that we just found a way to just make enough plays to take this thing over into overtime and then find a way to win. And, you know, like I told the players in there, football is football. And I'm not going to waste a lot of time in the locker room talking about the things that we didn't do well. I'm going to more focus on the fact that we found a way to win. Make sure that, you know, you congratulate each other because obviously we're going to get back to work tomorrow and do the things that we need to get better. That being said, credit to Virginia. They proved last week they had a good football team. We knew it. We talked about it. We just didn't come out very good in the first half, you know, and they did some things schematically that, you know, things weren't clear. The pictures weren't clear. And then we just had some, you know, we were a little bit flat. You know, call it what it is. So, but just find a way, and we did. So, questions.
All right, what did you say to your guys all week? What did you say to your guys all week about? We all know the story of Virginia, what they've gone through the last 11 months. That is clearly a very resilient group.
No doubt.
Of kids and coaches over there.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say to them about what they've shown? Just the way they fight.
Sure. Well, the first thing is the last 5 games, I think, have come down to one score last year, right? A couple of overtimes, 3 overtimes to be exact. And then the bottom line is watch the tape and watch the way that they played against North Carolina. It wasn't by accident. They didn't beat them by accident. In fact, they fumbled the ball out the back of the end zone where they could have gone up by 10. They played really physical. They really they used tempo to their advantage. Wide zone really hit for them. They've got a really good feel for that play. Their quarterback he's effective. He's a leader. He understands the offense really well. He extends plays. He could run. We knew they had some really, really good players, and they were playing really good football, and they were going to be inspired. And we felt that we would too, and we felt we had a good week. But it did not show early. But we don't, you know how we do it. It's on all of us. We didn't coach it well enough. We didn't play well enough. But we found a way, and that's what's most important. That's the standard to win, and so we found a way.
Mario, in kind of a similar vein, just what does it say about like the mental toughness of the team to, you know, go to a second straight overtime game and pull out a win again?
I think what it shows is that there's nothing we haven't seen. I'm sure there's a few things we haven't seen, but you could hit that theme hard because at the end of the day, it's about belief, right? And play the players that you trust the players that you play. And I guess it comes down to the simplicity of, you know what, it's just, man, days like that, when you start off like that, it's hard to explain, it's hard to put a finger on it. We practiced well. We did, and we practiced hard, and we thought, man, we're going to come out, you know, hitting on all cylinders and doing what we've done. But I guess the best way to put it is our team by now should feel that there's not a situation that we can't overcome. We've seen a lot of being down in the fourth quarter. We've seen ourselves turn the ball over. We've been in holes. We've been up and then behind. So all that stuff, I mean, it's important, you know. It's difficult on the heart a little bit, but besides that, it's really good for your football team to be able to respond the way they did. So moving forward.
Talk about your faith in Andy and just the big kicks that he had today.
Yeah, he's hard to find one like that now. I mean, everything that and the way he did it too, it wasn't like it was close either, right? I mean, just nailed it. He wants it, you know. He wants those opportunities, and just as effective are his kickoffs. I mean, every single one of them a touchback. That is a lot of confidence in him. I mean, we were willing to kick it, you know, 55 yards, maybe a little bit more if that was the situation. You know, the win probably 53, 54 that way and 56 this way. So, but yeah, he's awesome.
Hey Mario, Tyler's got 8 interceptions in his last 3 games. Really could have been 9.
Mm-hmm.
So atypical for him. He had 5 and 6 in entire seasons the last 2 years. Do you guys have any feel for just why this is happening? You know?
Wasn't a good day. You know, I think the other games, yeah, there were some throws he'd like to take back, but there's also when you're trying to play come from behind football, you're going to get some of that. Today was muddy. You know, things weren't as clear as they have been in the past, but we got to scheme it up better. We've got to coach better, and we've got to play better. You know, I don't want to, in any way, shape, or form, say anything, but Tyler is our quarterback. And he's done a really good job in a lot of instances, and today wasn't his best day, and that happens sometimes. The defense stepped up, the running game stepped up, you know. I'm sure everybody wanted an exciting game, with 24 seconds on the clock, from our own 25-yard line. We ain't doing that. Not in a day where the field was muddy and hard to read. And we put in the hands of the people that were moving some people around, and a couple plays later, we're in the end zone.
All right, let's talk about that play from A.J. Allen, how he leaped over that defender. That was pretty fun to watch from our standpoint. What was
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
That was a crisp play.
Well, you know what? Everybody fit their blocks really well. He came through clean. I think he was upset at himself because he broke free earlier and he fell, And how it is when you're a running back. You want to run behind your pads, which sometimes you'll get too much momentum going forward. So he lost his balance and fell on what looked like to be a big run, and he wasn't going to let it happen again. So yeah, no, I'm sure that'll be an ESPN highlight. I'm sure he'll put on his cover of his phone and all that stuff. But more than anything, proud of him for how he has practiced. Proud of him how he has performed in big moments last week and this week, and certainly proud of Mark Fletcher coming back after 4 weeks, of missing action. And you see how valuable he is, and the importance of recruiting.
Yeah, Coach, can you talk more a little bit about Mark Fletcher and how you trusted him in that overtime period?
Oh, he's complete trust. He's that entire running back crew. They've had their nicks and their bumps. More than that, really. That's why sometimes it's who wins the job that week, but other times it's some guys are banged up. They really are. They run hard, and Mark Fletcher runs really hard. And he's a really big dude, and he has a complete trust of the entire organization.
Mario, I know bowl eligibility is obviously never the goal, but it is one of the steps. You are bowl eligible again. Just what does that mean to the group to be able to at least check the first box?
Sure, progress. Everything from our academics to our community service to how we conduct ourselves to our football team, our different systems. The caliber of human being, the way that we are around each other, the way we're around other people, treating people with respect, and then valuing football and what it does for our community and what it does for our program. All that stuff is getting better. So I'm going to say the same thing till in the grave. Progress and a long way to go.
On the last play, on the scoring play, it looked like Cohen kept Fletcher in bounds, kind of like nudged him so he stayed in bounds. Just that's kind of a heads-up play you don't see from most people.
Yeah, well, it was muddy over there, that's for sure, right? And I know that it looked like they raked at his helmet, almost like they were trying to tackle him by the helmet, and he was able to keep his balance. Tremendous just poise and tremendous awareness by Mark. He put a foot in the ground and just, went right there. It was pretty clear, that's why everybody kind of rushed out there. But, I wanted to make sure that we got the official call from the officials. So.
Mario, the pass rush, I think, had 5 or more sacks, I think, for the third straight game, if I'm remembering right. Obviously, Branson had a big third down sack. Ruben had a big sack to end their last drive.
Right.
Just what's been working for the pass rush lately, and how big was that today?
It was awesome to have Branson Dean back and full speed because he's been out for a while. And we all know, you guys saw Mzor. Mzor is going to be, he's going to be laid up for the rest of the season. We miss him because he's a great player. And every day from him, it's pressure. It's disrupting, people, knocking people in the backfield, causing negative plays. And certainly to have Branson come back, other guys are stepping up. I know Thomas Gore did some really good stuff as well. And we need to push some of the other guys, some of the younger guys to step up. Ruben Bain continues to play at a super high level. We need more. We need more, and we got to play more complementary football. Again, our defense was on the field for a long time. That's not the formula for success, right? So tremendous credit to the entire defense, Coach Guidry, the kicking game, for finding a way to flip the field, give us some advantageous, field position at times, and finding a way to get it done.
Sorry, did you say Akeem Mzor's out for the rest of the year?
He's going to be out, yep. He's going to be out. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. Be safe.